Hey, welcome back to the Adaptathon. This is Samurai Snake,
And I'm Neo King Ghidorah.
and this is Street Fighter the movie, the game. Because of course they had to make it a live action and game adaptation of the movie, which is known to be hilariously bad.
Yeah, this is digitized like Mortal Kombat isn't it?
Yeah, and it uses Kylie Minogue, as you see here, as Cammy, and Raul Julia as M. Bison, and Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile.
Yeah. Didn't they surprise make Jean-Claude Van Damme like extremely overpowered for this?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta feed that ego.
Yep. And that is the credits sound. Get used to it, because you're probably going to be hearing it a lot.
Oh boy. Oh, yeah, that's great. Well, we are here playing this wonderful treat of a video game for you because this to raise money for the Child's Play charity. They're a charity that gives video games and toys to children stuck in hospitals. It's a very good cause. You can donate to the kids by clicking the fiery donate button below the stream.
This game is... The arcade version was so bad that the home version is completely different and plays like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is a better game that you should be playing instead of this. Unless you want to laugh from the home console version in this one. Because an original character named Sawada from the movie has a super move that is basically him stabbing himself with a katana and creating a crescent slash somehow. It's weird. He becomes a joke character in the home version, and I bet the game and some other characters aren't even in the arcade version, like Blanca, but his data's there. And the game definitely plays like shit. I will say that. Try to play it like Street Fighter 2, and you're just gonna fail.
Yeah, and it has the style because the digitized actors were sort of a trend after Mortal Kombat, like throughout the mid '90s.
Mm-hmm.
And not just that wasn't just actors. Primal Rage, which is a great game, digitized stop motion creature effects, and that looked really cool. I honestly want to see this done again. I want to know what this looks like with modern tech. Digitize real people as fighting game characters.
I think maybe they might do it with Mortal Kombat again. They had it planned for the first 3 games.
That'd be wonderful if they did. Oh man, I know there's mocapping now, which obviously this is completely obsolete graphic techniques, but I'd like to see it. Like we've seen, people do FMV style games.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be that different.
So what makes Street Fighter the movie different is that Ryu and Ken are both con men, basically conning street gangs out of their money.
You mean Ryu and Ken?
Oh yeah, sorry, Ryu and Ken. Because the names are mispronounced in this version, and they're not even said right. It's because it's not Shoryuken, it's Shoryuken. And Ken here says Hadouken, but he does not say Shoryuken or Tatsumaki Senpukyak. He says Hurricane and Dragon.
Well, that's what you need. Oh, man. There are so many, but, the knockoff, like, Mortal Kombat stuff was the best. Did you ever play the Jackie Chan digitized actor fighting game?
I did not.
It was Jackie Chan and a bunch of other like martial artists who he worked with were digitized into fighting game characters, and it's wacky.
Was it the Super Nintendo game?
Might have been. I forget. You should. There's the Left Drown Out series that Yahtzee did with his friend Gabriel back when he lived in Australia on YouTube.
Yeah.
They did an episode of just some digitized fighting games where Gabe, who is a big fighting game aficionado, brought in just a bunch of recordings of old obscure fighting games that had used digitized live action actors. It was one of them. There were a few others. This was just a great era. This was a wonderful era, and I miss it. I wasn't alive for it, but I miss it.
Yeah, because the only other digitized graphics game that I know is Kasumi Ninja on the Jaguar and 3DO, and boy, that game is weird. In that game, I've never played it, but I've seen it played. There's a Scotsman who fires a fireball out of, well, where else?
The Jackie Chan game I was referring to is called the Kung Fu Master Jackie Chan.
Huh.
So yeah, it's fun.
Was it an arcade game, or was it released on consoles?
It was an arcade game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so emulation had to be done for that. As far as I know, there was another arcade game that was released some time ago that used digitized actors.
There was this like in 2011 there was this bootleg sort of like Chinese game that kind of like became kind of a meme.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what it was called. But it had like a bunch of wacky shit in it.
Crap. The way that this game is different from your average Street Fighter game is that you're allowed to juggle your opponents, which is something you can't do in Street Fighter. And you can also counter-throw your opponent, too.
Yeah.
Which, that is something you can't do.
Yeah, it was called Dong Dong Never Die.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very, very wacky it uses a lot of just a lot of photos of like real people as like the characters.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of just weird shit in it. It's a wacky time.
I think I may have heard of the title, but I don't think I've ever played it. So you do see Kylie Minogue as Cammy, and then I don't know who as E Honda in the background, captured. And who is the guy surrounded by spikes? I don't know.
Now, not all of the characters in Dong Dong Never Die are actually live action. Again, this was a bootleg Chinese game. They had Mario is in it.
What?
Yeah, there's just they took some picture of Mario and edit and tried to animate it fighting. So yeah, you just look this up. It's kind of like it is like a meme in like the fighting game community. So like you'll see like some fighting game people who try to play it like hardcore as a joke. There are tier lists and everything.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'm playing so much differently than I usually do with Ryu and Street Fighter that this is very, very unlike Street Fighter. You threw your mask. Double KO.
What? Well, why wouldn't you play as Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Because I'm a weeb that likes Ryu. He's my usual go-to in Street Fighter games.
Well, it's your mistake thinking this is a Street Fighter game.
It's a Street Fighter game in the loosest sense of the word. Usually the strategy in this game has been jump in with a heavy kick and then crouch with a couple of medium kicks. Well, you're absolutely right. Zangief had the best line in the movie. Quick, change the channel!
Yeah, that's a fun movie to watch, honestly. It wasn't trying to be anything special.
Mm-hmm.
It was trash, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Raul Julia, I think that was his last role before he died.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Yeah.
And
he did it for his kids, I believe.
He did. And any other appearances that he would have made in the home console version was just done by a stunt double.
Yeah. Well, it's Raul Julia. You know, he puts his all into everything. He put his all into everything. It didn't matter that it was just like a thing for his kids based on a dumb video game. He'll ham it up. What a guy. What a guy he was.
The day that Bison grazed your village was the greatest day in your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
So if you don't know who Raul Julia is, he's... How did I not hit him? Raul Julia... Anyways, Raul Julia was known for his role in The Godfather, by the way, so... Two hugely contrasting roles.
The prestige actor. However, he was also Gomez in the Addams Family movie.
Oh, he was?
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Again, a role he took just as seriously.
Oh yeah, Akuma is in this game too. Not a secret character, but straight off the bat from the roster. If I end up continuing, I will probably switch to him. Because he does not look like anything in Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Street Fighter Alpha. Now to beat up Kylie Minogue.
Now, do you know, this is a piece of trivia. I'm actually unclear on this. I'm assuming you would know.
Yeah.
What is up with the weird localization thing with M. Bison? Like, wasn't he Vega?
Yes. It kind of had to do with Balrog, the boxer, originally being known as M. Bison, or Mike Bison.
Like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, so since Americans are copyright trigger happy over their likeness or similar names being used, they switched the names around to where the dictator Vega became M. Bison. The Spanish ninja Balrog became known as Vega, and then the boxer Mike Bison became known as Balrog.
Yeah, and that's just stuck throughout, like, its localizations. And it's still the other way in Japan.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I don't know what other regions that affects.
Just only the rest of the Western world.
Yeah, so it's just the West, basically, English-speaking countries,
yeah.
I'm assuming, for the most part. And I guess probably, like... actually, I can't speak on, obviously, like... fucking Spanish speaking countries or whatever. I'm just assuming that was just their decision to localize it out of Japan just to make it simpler for them.
Yeah.
Obviously it's simple because oh man. Always fun.
Yeah, because I think that localization doesn't affect Asian countries at all. I'll probably switch over to Guile.
Yeah, well, Guile would be too easy. That's Jean Van Damme. He's overpowered on purpose because he's Jean-Claude Van Damme, and you gotta handicap yourself at first start.
So this is what Akuma looks like. His hair is nothing like his original appearance at all. It's just like a man bun on top of his head. Though that is pretty cool that they set his Hurricane Kick on fire just to make it different. Because usually in Street Fighter, Ryu's Hurricane Kick is supposed to knock someone onto the ground, Ken's is supposed to combo, and Akuma's is supposed to do both of them, because he's a combination of both the best of Ryu and Ken. And
according to Orple Borple in chat, some people call Vega, Balrog, and Bison Claw, Boxer, and Dictator. Which elevates. Yeah.
That just makes it easier to understand between both regions.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's just when there's a tournament that's gonna have people from Japan and from the rest of the world. Makes sense.
And this game was also wanted to be called Street Fighter 3. And boy, did Capcom dodge a bullet, because they wanted to...
Imagine the world where Third Strike never happened. It was this.
Yeah, because they were wanting to include Geki from Street Fighter 1, who was the ninja with a claw, in case no one played it. And they also wanted to include Mega Man, of all characters, on the roster, too.
Oh, that would have been a bad timeline. Third Strike, great game.
Holy
Grail of the series, I think. Although I have a soft spot for Super Street Fighter 4. But nah, Third Strike. It's for one, Third Strike is gorgeous. I don't think, like, the switch to 3D graphics obviously was gonna have to happen, and I think they make it look great. I think it looks fine. It looks absolutely fine in Super Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5, a little, I don't know. I have problems with the aesthetic of that, but Third Strike, beautiful. One of the best looking pixel games.
Absolutely.
Out there.
It was kind of what fans were originally hoping Street Fighter Alpha would look like, as fluid as Darkstalkers, and it didn't exactly get the reception that Capcom was looking for until much later in life.
Yeah. Darkstalkers. One day they'll bring it back.
And
one day.
I mean, Mega Man, the original. So basically, I imagine they probably would put something like Bad Box Art Mega Man, or something vaguely resembling him, because this is America, or was America, that we're talking about.
Well, Bad Box Art Mega Man was put in, what was it? Capcom versus, SNK?
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I never played as him, because I stuck with Ryu and Kazuya, but Mega Man for a while had a glitch that could be done where he just floats up out of the arena and just glitches out and doesn't come down.
Yeah. I don't know that I don't think it's a censorship problem with Darkstalkers.
I don't think so.
Frozen Math. You look at all fighting games around out there. No, they're fine with things with nearly naked women.
Yeah.
I mean, Dead or Alive consistently comes out, so.
Balrog, otherwise known as Boxer. He has a new move in the arcade version where he can block and reflect projectiles, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Died by my own attack.
Yeah. Also, Morrigan and Felicia consistently show up in Marvel vs. Capcom
Yeah.
and stuff, and those are the most sexualized designs
Yeah.
in Darkstalkers.
I mean, there is
QB.
Yeah, there was a difference between Western and Japanese fighting games where the Japanese don't exactly have a problem with making sexy fighting game characters, but Mortal Kombat is not exactly that kind of game.
Mortal Kombat, yeah. The Mortal Kombat redesigns for the female characters were fantastic, I thought. I mean, because, you know, originally they were all just very samey, I thought, in outfit, and, like, they actually went and, like, actually gave them interesting, like, characterful redesigns for 11, and I liked that.
Yeah, I'm glad they also put their original designs in as skins for anyone that wanted them.
Oh, man. And also the fact that they got Shang Tsung from the movie, the act from the movie.
Yeah.
The be Shang. Yeah, for the DLC. That was wonderful. I love how like they've embraced the Mortal Kombat movie, like the original, the 90s movie. Because it was good. I think it was good. Just straight up, it was a good movie, and they've it's contributed quite a bit to Mortal Kombat. Like, not only you have that great Shang Tsung performance, it gave Kano his Australian accent, and that's half his character.
Yeah. The Mortal Kombat movie is a really good watch. Talking about the original 1995 one. I haven't seen the new one yet.
I like the new one. A few people don't. I have issues with it, but it's fun. It's a good time. It feels more like a prequel to a movie that was its biggest problem. It feels like a Scorpion prequel, but for what it is, it's a good time. The Street Fighter movie is less unironically good. It's more ironically good, but there are still things that are intentionally fun about Street Fighter the movie. Again, Raul Julia's M. Bison is wonderful, and that was on purpose. They knew.
E Honda gave me a bunch of problems when testing this. Oi! Oi! That's what Akuma sounds like. Yeah, also a tidbit about the console version was that they got the voice actors for Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo back so they could record the lines for their attacks. Because otherwise you just have really bad voices for the characters in the game. Alright, Guile. We're getting something towards the end, because you have to go through 14 fights before fighting M. Bison in this game.
Apparently, according to Goldmember, the developers of this game specialized in knockoff Street Fighter and knockoff Mortal Kombat games prior.
What all do they make?
I don't know. I'll look it up. Developed by Incredible Technologies, who they were founded as Free Radical Software. It's hard to see where they're where they don't have a list on Wikipedia of the games they made.
They don't?
Wikipedia usually has this for really obscure things. They have to just go through their history. Apparently, their claim to fame was a golf game, a series of golf games. From what I can tell.
Hey, Segat has another super aside from Tiger Genocide, which is a tiger knee and into a tiger uppercut. He also has that one right there, where he just fires tiger shots high and low, and he also has some sort of hypnotizing move by taking off his eye patch. So that's what happened to his eye. It didn't get it destroyed by Go Hibiki, Dan's dad. It's just a secret hypnotizing eye that he hides under there. I got destroyed.
Whoops.
What? I think I accidentally just put in a code that disabled meters.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think. I don't know.
Accidentally put in a code. Love it.
I mean, that was new. I'd never seen that before. Because there are secret codes and hidden characters that are basically color palette swaps of original characters made for the movie.
How simple are their codes?
I saw one as just pressing up and down a whole lot for one of them. One of the characters is called Blade, and I think that... not the Blade from Marvel. Some other character named Blade that I have no idea about, because that's how much I know about the Street Fighter movie. Just only know some of the dumb moments from it. Like Dalsim being a scientist, replacing all these horrific images that Blanca was supposed to be looking at with fluffy kittens. Yeah, the console version also has a story mode called Movie Battle that basically is the movie, from what I've seen, done in sort of a text-adventure format with fights in between.
To experience the riveting story all over again.
Yeah. So I can see Guile kick Bison's butt so bad that the next wannabe Bison's gonna feel it.
The next wannabe Bison being Doug Walker.
Pretty much. Here's a question, Neo. Have you seen the animated movie of Street Fighter 2?
A while ago. A long time ago, I did.
Yeah, some time ago, Discotech re-released Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, on Blu-ray, and it was a big labor of love. That they created a new cut of it that was somewhat closer to the Japanese original script, using voice recordings that were saved and archived, and they also mixed that in with a Japanese soundtrack too, which was really nice.
That is the one where Chun-Li takes a shower in the movie and they show it. That's all I remember.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was a teenage boy and I'm like, oh, Chun-Li.
What, did you have the uncut version of that?
No, I saw it, the clip was on YouTube, and I was like, oh.
Okay, yeah.
And, looked it up. Okay, apparently Incredible Technologies was responsible for a fighting game called Time Killers, which is a gory Mortal Kombat ripoff game, and Capcom got them to work on this.
Time Killers. Hey, so this
there were some Mortal Kombat knockoffs. Yeah, there were some Mortal Kombat knockoffs that really just upped the violence to the extreme. That was like their big selling point.
Oh, it's a Genesis game. So I'm guessing it's probably up there with Eternal Champions, but I'm guessing Eternal Champions is probably somewhat memorable and good. It's just a wild guess from me, considering it's another one of the, I guess, Mortal Kombat knockoffs that was gory, but with 2D graphics.
I mean, Eternal Champions is like the most fucking violent, Mortal Kombat-esque game out there. I mean, those overkills in that game are legendary.
Okay, that's your super. You just kick and spin your blade. Oh, Akuma. Now I have to face him.
Oh no.
Oh. That stupid pose of his when he teleports. It's just a crane pose. Oh, he's probably gonna counter every single throw I use.
No, you can't ask Jean-Claude Van Damme not to show his armpits at you.
No.
He's not, he's flexing. It's what he does.
Does Akuma take extra
The
damage?
the cover photo of this game, the box art of this game, is literally just Jean-Claude Van Damme flexing.
I have no idea if he takes extra damage in this game. I imagine that if it was like his appearance in Super Turbo, maybe not. I'm not exactly sure when his reduced stamina became a thing. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice. Guile's super has a charge motion that's basically a Z input. So basically, down back charge, down toward, down back, up toward. It's difficult to input, but I wasn't able to input it later in life until I guess I became an adult. Oh, shit. Okay, throwing is off limits. Fuck! Ugh! That's the bad thing about that super. It does not have the same properties as the original Shinko Hadouken. There's just multiple fireballs. Usually at this point, before you fight Bison, you have a mirror match, I think. So I don't know if this was supposed to be it. Oh, phew. One down, one more to go.
Yeah, Akuma was not in the movie.
Yeah. He only made a cameo appearance, though, in the animated movie. Just selling fruit or something. Speaking of the animated movie also had an FMV game made about it.
That said, this game is Akuma's first time as a regular character in any of the Street Fighters. He was a hidden character in Super Turbo and in X-Men Children of the Atom, apparently.
Yeah, he made a guest appearance in that, and that's kind of what led to the X-Men vs. Street Fighter games. Aside from Marvel superheroes. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage that he does. Wow. He doesn't do that much damage in the original from a Psycho Crusher. The Street Fighter 2 animated movie, to be exact.
Yeah. That Psycho Crush.
Oh yeah, he also has an electric attack that's basically Force Lightning too, because Wee Bull demands it. You know, I'm surprised that we're not going to a special final stage for this, considering M. Bison's the final boss.
Right, so yeah, Flame wants to know how long do we think we got left?
This is the last opponent, I believe, so...
Alright.
Oh. Okay, well, there's another attack that I'm able to do as Guile. I have no idea what that move is called. My guess is like, if, let's say 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Just giving myself enough time to fight this monstrosity. Oh yeah.
Come on, Jean-Claude.
If you fight on Bison's Lair, you see Akuma appear in the background in that hallway, just casually taking a stroll through. Oh gosh, nope. Oh, that juggling is so cheap and unnecessary for this game. Ah, darn. The thing is, and Bison wasn't exactly cheap in the original game.
Yeah.
The only game he was cheap in is Street Fighter Alpha 3 as a final boss.
And you're Jean-Claude Van Damme. You've got like double the moves of every other character in the game.
He does?
I'm pretty sure. Like he's got like way more moves than everyone. That's he's got. Apparently one of his moves is a reference to a glitch from Street Fighter 2.
Huh.
His handcuffs move.
Oh yeah, that cheap move. Basically cornering an opponent, throwing a weak sonic boom, walking over to them, and then throwing them. Ad infinitum.
Well, that's just an official move now. So, on your Jean-Claude Van Damme.
How do you do that?
Flexed. Can you not pull up like a combo list?
I could.
Apparently it's hold back, then make a forward motion and another forward motion. Apparently, the light attack, I suppose. I guess that's what that says.
I might have to switch over to another character because I'm not used to playing as Guile. I usually stick with Ryu.
Yeah, it's okay. Jean-Claude, he's too Van Damme. Apparently, it's holding your light attack, then you hold back, then go forward, back, forward, and then you release light attack. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a problem with the Street Fighter cartoon. Oh, he restored some of his health. That's something else that you can do. And I failed to do it. Nino, did you ever see the crappy Street Fighter cartoon?
I never did, no.
Consider yourself lucky. Because that thing took a lot of inspiration from the movie. This movie, not the animated movie. To where Guile's the main character, Street Fighter is a world organization of fighters taking down the terrorist organization Shadowloo, which is not what happens in the original Street Fighter game at all. But yeah, it also looks like it's drawn horribly as well. Ah, destroyed. Right. Oh boy, I'm gonna be here for a bit.
Channel your inner, your inner Van Damme.
I keep wanting to throw him, thinking, oh yeah, I'll be able to throw him. I saw his pixels away from that lightning. Oh. Okay. Well, that's the other super that M. Bison has. Just head stomp in the air. I'm just gonna have to try canceling my moves. Because this game is absurd with cancels. Because I'm pretty sure you can cancel the Shoryuken into another special move. Or just another normal attack.
Yeah.
Or I could just do jump kicks all day. It worked on Balrog, so why not here?
Yeah, I'm just looking. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at like Guile's list of moves. Like he has you just hold medium punch and release, and it's a different attack from just the medium punch. And it's the same with his heavy punch, his medium kicks, and you can then tap.
What?
Heavy
Look
kicks.
at the damage!
Oh, jeez.
That is stupid! Like you just pressed the lose button. Oh wait, no, it's SNK boss syndrome all over again. Right, okay. Ugh! Barely got one win.
Nice.
Next one. I was like, he mispronounces his Hurricane Kick. Tatsumaki Kenkaku? What? That's not how you say that at all. Double KO!
Ooh. Down to the wire.
Jeez, that nearly took off half my life.
Channel Van Damme.
Juggling, I hate you in this game so much. It doesn't work. It's cheap.
Come on, Jean-Claude.
Woohoo! Huh.
Wow.
As Bison's empire falls, Ryu leaves his fighting days behind and turns his talents to rebuilding the city of Shadaloo. The lessons he... Oh, and this is a remix of his stage music from Street Fighter II. Has learned from the teachings of Master Sheng Long, helped greatly in bringing dignity and prosperity to the war-ravaged land.
Ah. Awesome. Well, we all know you must defeat Shenlong if you hope to stand a chance.
Oh my gosh. Really, Raul Julia? That clip for saying game over? Now to never play this game again. Rest in peace, Raul Julia. Your quips in this movie were hilarious.
Ah, rest in peace, you legend.
Oh yeah, even in the console version, they don't replace the music from the arcade version with the stage themes for every single character. They just compose completely new music.
And of course, rest in peace also to Jean-Claude Van Damme's career. No, it's still around, like a zombie. It just keeps moving.
Right. Next game that's coming up is Transformers Devastation, and since I'm a child, I'm gonna input what I think this game is. Ass. That's what I think this game is. It didn't censor it. Whoopee.
Hell yeah.
So who is running Transformers Devastation?
That's gonna be Flame. He's gonna be running Transformers.
Awesome.
To close this out for the day.
Thank you guys for watching me play and suffer through Street Fighter the movie, the game, and stay tuned for Transformers Devastation with Flame. Have a good one.